Hello children, welcome again to the virtual session. So, in this session, nutrition in animals, that is chapter 2, we are going to have revision on this. Before that, there is some general instruction for the notebook. Kindly do not copy everything from the video as notes. Writing work in the notebook will be clearly specified during the video session. You have to draw 2 centimeter margin on right hand side of every page of the notebook. You can do it in pencil. Topics to be entered in the index with the date, first session of the chapter. Diagrams to be neatly drawn in pencil with labeling in black pen. So, here we start with a revision of nutrition in animals. So, introduction here. Plants make their food by the process of photosynthesis, but animals cannot make their food themselves. Animals get their food from plants. Some animals eat plants directly while some animals eat plant eating animals. Thus, animals get their food from plants either directly or indirectly. That we have discussed photosynthesis process and how the plants prepare their own food and how other animals depend on plants and the carnivores depends on the other animals who eat plants, so they are all interdependent. So all organisms require food for survival and growth. Requirements of nutrients and mode of intake of food and its utilization in the body are collectively known as nutrition. So it is the collective this thing of all organism require food, and why they need food for the survival and growth, and they require nutrients, and the mode of intake of food, the way they take food either from plants or from other animal, and utilization in the body, this is collectively known as nutrition. So now let us see how different living organisms take their food. So they take their food in different ways. A hummingbird sucks nectar of plants. You can see the picture here. Then a snake swallows the animals they prey upon without chewing them. Different organisms take food in different ways. Here, you human beings, you can see, they use their hands to put food in their mouth and swallow the food after chewing. Frog captures prey with its sticky tongue. Then amoeba is a unicellular animal. Unicellular means a single cell. It engulfs tiny particles of food by using pseudopodia. Pseudopodia means false feed. You can see the projection in the diagram. The outgrowth, it is just a false feed. It is used to get obtain food. So when it has to obtain food, that time the projection comes out, and with the help of that pseudopodia, amoeba takes the food. So amoeba surround the food by pseudopodia and then makes a food vacuole to engulf the food. These are the different ways all living organisms obtain their food or eat their food. Now digestion, what is digestion? After taking of food, food is digested and then it is passed to the different parts of the body for the growth, repair and other vital functioning of body. The food we take is primarily in the form of complex substances. Food in such complex form is not used as such by animals. Hence, they need to be first broken down into simpler soluble forms so that they can be absorbed by the cells of the body. Like for example, we human, we eat food that is a complex form of food. So it goes in the stomach and then it is simplified, it is broken down into simpler form, and then it is absorbed in the body, it goes in the blood. So there are various processes takes place for the breaking down of the complex food before it is being absorbed in the blood or being absorbed in the body. So uh, you need to understand this. Food has to be broken down into simpler soluble form, so it is easy to absorb for us to get energy. Now human digestive system, um, here you have a human digestive system. You need not draw this diagram, you just need to understand the concept over here. uh, Human digestive system consists of buccal cavity, salivary gland, esophagus, liver, gallbladder, stomach, pancreas, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, anus. So These are the main parts of the human digestive system. We need to know that much. And the food passes through the there's a continuous canal which begins at the buccal cavity and at the anus. So canal can be further divided into various compartments. Uh, Various compartments here you can see, um, further divided into various compartments. Uh, Buccal cavity, food pipe or esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, ending in the rectum and the anus. So, these parts together form the alimentary canal. That means the digestive tract. So, you need to understand the digestive tract and the other glands together, which help in the digestion, is a digestive system of the human. So you just need to understand the concept of what are the different parts of the human digestive system, and how they, what are their function in the digestion of food, and how they help us to digest our food. So here I repeat, the human digestive system consists of buccal cavity, salivary gland, esophagus, liver, gallbladder, stomach, pancreas, small intestine, large intestine, rectum and anus. So they all together makes one human digestive system because they play a very important vital role in the process of digestion. So today you don't need to write all the concepts here, you just need to understand the concepts. Let us see next. Here we have a test for you. Just need to try understand the concepts. What is ingestion? So ingestion is the intake of food. So when you eat food, that process is called as ingestion. What is digestion? The breaking down of solid and complex food into simple and soluble form is called digestion. Then what is absorption? The process of passing of digested food into blood vessels in the intestine is called the absorption. What do you understand by assimilation? The conversion of absorbed food in complex substances such as proteins and vitamins required by the body is called assimilation. So, the conversion of absorbed food in complex substances, like you have protein, vitamins, which are required by the body, is called as assimilation. So, you just need to understand these concepts. You are not going to write in the notebook because the part which we finished just now, you need to check for it how much we understood of the concept. So, if the your digestion process begin from ingestion, because you are taking food in your mouth, from mouth itself, the buccal cavity, salivary gland in your mouth will help in the will help to start the digestion process. So you just need to relate to the concept and understand. Don't need to write in the notebook, children. So now what do you understand by adhesion? So removal of waste material from the body time to time from the anus is called adhesion. So, uh, human digestive system has got the anus as one of the part, because digestion is a very important process. It is the elimination of the unwanted, undigested part of the food, which will be toxic in the body. It will remain otherwise. So, what we need to see that it is eliminated, the removal of waste from the body. So that process is called as digestion. Okay, and what are the steps of nutrition involved in animals? There is 5 steps of nutrition involved in animals. These are ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and adhesion. So these are the 5 steps in nutrition, very important, because all these will help in your body to process food properly and digest it properly and eliminate as well. So the food has to be taken in, it has to be digested properly, it has to be absorbed, it has to be assimilated properly and then given out of the body. So breaking down of the food into simpler substances, absorption in the blood, then giving out the waste material, all that process is extremely important. Mouth. So your digestion process starts from mouth, because the salivary gland will add saliva to the morsel which you eat, and then your digestion process, it will the morsel, you grind the food, and there the digestion process will start. So the food is ingested through the mouth. The mouth contains tongue, teeth, and salivary glands. Teeth break the food into smaller particles. This process called as mastication. So mastication is what you teeth breaking the food into smaller particles. This is mastication is extremely important, and that's why you need to chew your food properly. You need to take time to chew your food. Otherwise, it will not get digested properly. So you should take time to have your food, and you chew it properly so that digestion of the food is easier. It is easier to break down in the stomach. So the chewed food is mixed with the saliva. Saliva is watery fluid secreted by the salivary glands. Saliva contains a type of enzyme called saliva amylase, which converts starch into sugar. So the function of the salivary gland is to secrete saliva, which contain an enzyme. That enzyme help in what? That enzyme is salivary amylase, which helps to convert starch into sugar. Starch is a complex substance. Sugar is the simplest form. So that enzyme amylase, salivary amylase, will help to break down starch into sugar. So this is the function of the mouth. You need to just understand the concept. You need to listen to the concept well in this session. Now teeth. Our teeth cut, tear and grind the food before we swallow. Uh, there are four types of teeth in a mouth. Incisors. These are flat and chisel shaped teeth. They lie in the front of the mouth. There are eight incisor teeth, four in the upper jaw and four in the lower jaw. The incisor teeth are well adapted for cutting and biting of food items. So here the diagram of tooth is given to you, and you can understand the shape and the function of a tooth. So this is how the incisor teeth will play a role, and we'll go for next. Canines. These are round shape. You can see the diagram over here. Round shape, sharp and pointed teeth. Canines are well adapted to hold and tear the food, especially those who love to eat non-veg food. So there are four canine teeth found in human. So it is very good for tearing, holding and tearing. Next, you see molars. These are two. There are two molars on both the sides in both the jaws. So they have almost a flat surface with small projection. These teeth are meant for fine grinding of food. So you need to grind your food properly in your mouth. There are total 12 molar teeth, including the wisdom teeth in an adult human. The four molar teeth are also called wisdom teeth. Wisdom teeth usually grow between the ages of 18 to 21. The tooth is covered with a white substance called enamel. It is the hardest substance in the human body. So tooth enamel is actually chemically it is made up of calcium phosphate, and it is the hardest substance in the human body. It is a white color. So mostly people have a different color enamel depending upon the uh, health, how they take care of their teeth. So the enamel, the white substance called enamel. Let us see uh, some questions here to relate to the concepts. How many types of teeth are found in human beings? There are four types of teeth in human beings, and these are called incisors, canines, premolar, and molars. How many incisors are found in adult human? There are 8 incisors, 4 in lower and 4 in upper jaw found in an adult human. What is the function of the incisor? Incisors are used to cut and bite the food. And how many canines are found in an adult human? There are 4 canines found in an adult human. So what you have learned, you just try to answer this question. You will be able to get a clear picture of the concept which you have done. So milk teeth and permanent teeth. Human get two sets of teeth in their lifetime. The first set erupt when we are babies are called milk teeth. Milk teeth last until we are about 8 years old. Milk teeth are replaced by the second set of teeth and are called permanent teeth. An adult human has 32 teeth in all. 16 in each jaw. So you just for your information, you need to listen to this carefully. You need not write anything in the notebook. Now over here, what is the function of the canines? Canines are the types of teeth which help to hold and tear the food. How many premolars are found in an adult human? There are 8 premolar found in an adult human. What is the function of premolars? Premolar help in crushing and grinding the food. How many molars are found in an adult human? There are total 12 molars are found in an adult human. What is wisdom tooth? Wisdom teeth are molar teeth that grows usually between the age between 18 to 21 in a human. So, how many teeth does a human adult have? Human adult have 32 teeth, 16 teeth in each jaw. So, just a recap of whatever concept you have understood just now. What you understand by milk and permanent teeth? Human has two sets of teeth. These are called milk teeth and permanent teeth. Milk teeth start growing at the baby stage and are replaced gradually by permanent teeth from the age of 8 years. What is enamel? The white substance that covers our teeth is called enamel, and it is the hardest substance in the human body. So this concepts clear with this kind of question and answers if you try to relate to the concept which you have just learned. So you can check yourself. Thank you children. Here we end with the session. We'll see you soon. Have a great day.